Good evening, good evening, good evening. Time now is about 10:15 p.m. It's almost 10:30. April 2nd on this Thursday. And this is gonna be like a general reading for my Virgos. And this reading is going to be covering a new person. Okay, Virgo, this is having to deal with a new person because I don't really see you holding on to the past person. Okay. What I can tell you as far as the past person is concerned is that you may have a past person who was kind of grieving and assuming at this time where they may be kind of thinking to themselves or assuming that you may be, be with somebody new, or your past person is kind of feeling like you have a new interest. And so for some, your past person may be feeling like wounded and grieving the fact that they feel as though they missed the opportunity with you because they have so much baggage on their own plate that, they just been shut down and haven't been able to really talk about what's going on with them. And so as of now, your past person kind of views you as just moving on, doing your own thing. But now moving forward, Virgo, what I can tell you in this reading is that this is a very strong, powerful message because for some of you, for my Virgos, when it comes to dealing with this new person, you're definitely going to have to be strong. For those of you who are dealing with a new person, this could be somebody who, you've either just recently started talking to, or this could be somebody who you kind of reconnected back with from, a past, a long time ago. This could be someone who you haven't seen, or spoke to in like, 3 years or more, 3, 4, 5 for some, and then for some it could be 8, 9, 10 years that you haven't seen this person. And somehow you and this person managed to make some type of a connection. And it could be through another person who kind of played mediator, where you might have had somebody who was in the middle who kind of did the did the footwork so that you two could kind of like meet back up, or had some type of open of communication where somebody was able to like go and deliver a message. Like you might have knew, both of you might have like a person who you both know who can be through a mutual friend. And one friend might have went back and was like, this person had their eye on you and they just wanted to like send a message, say hello, or somehow phone numbers may have been transferred from one friend to the other. And so now you and this new person who you haven't seen in a long time, you two may have been talking over the phone, where it might be text messages or emails or that sort of thing. And so but right now, Virgos, I kind of see you somewhat still having your guard up and somewhat, feeling like, okay, let me protect my heart this time, because you definitely, some of you have kind of learned your lesson from the past. And so that's the reason why you may have the, the wall up a little bit and have the guard up. And so right now at this time, Virgo, you're definitely going to need to cover yourself with some rose quartz crystals by all means. And definitely get you some amethyst crystal. That's going to be that purple crystal right there. Okay. And for the rose quartz is going to be like the pink crystals. Okay. The pink crystals, you're going to need to get you some, like I said, amethyst, the purple, and, some rose quartz at this time, Virgo, because like, the chemistry between you and this new person is like, it's going to be, lots of fulfilled passion. Like when you and this new person finally do come together face to face and you meet up, you're gonna kind of like be in tune to each other's body language, where it's gonna be like a an aroma of just sexual chemistry, where like the both of you are going to just want to express yourselves openly and intimately, but you're going to have to be very careful and, and tread careful because, and keep in mind that this person who you're dealing with, once again, like I said in my past readings, this person may possibly have someone else in their life who they may be attached to, whether they're married. And also keep in mind that this person, before you and this person, started communicating, because remember, you two haven't seen each other in a long time. So this new person, of course, may have had somebody else on the side who they were seeing and had no idea or knowledge that they was going to even come in contact with you. So therefore, they had somebody else, who they were seeing on the side. You understand? But now that you're kind of in the picture, this new person is somehow, like really attracted to you, because you two may have had like a deep deep history where once, a long time ago in the past, during it could have been, when you were younger, you know what I'm saying? For some of you who may be older, because there may be some people here that might be, you know what I'm saying, in late 30s or early 40s or so on, and maybe some that's even like, 50 or more. But this person is like somebody who you used to like maybe date, or, on the low, y'all were seeing each other, and you could have been in your like 20s or 30s, and now that you're older, you and this person have kind of come across. And so you and this person will probably meet up. And this person, like I said, you're going to be, like I said, the body language is going to speak for itself, where the chemistry is going to be there, the body language is going to be there, and you two are kind of going to have that same thought pattern, you know what I'm saying? Where all you want to do is like, reach out and kind of like jump into each other's arms. You understand what I'm saying? And the intimacy is going to be on fire. You know what I'm saying? And so spirit wants you to like really be strong and really be careful with this, because like you and this new person, spirit is like definitely, use your intuition when dealing with this person, because you do have the high priest card, because you don't want to turn all your power over to this person. You understand what I'm saying? Because for those of you who have made the progress of healing from your last situation, some of you have learned your lesson from your last situation. So in this situation right here, you're going to have to tread very carefully. You understand? Because once you open up and become intimate with this new person who you may have that strong connection with and that strong history with from the past, and all of a sudden you two come back together, and like I said, the sex is going to be very explosive. And so, it's going to be one of those moments like, when you're kind of coming down off the intimacy, y'all may share a conversation where the conversation might be a little deep, you know what I'm saying? Where it's going to be one of those, okay, so where do we go from here? You understand what I'm saying? And the person who you will be, sharing this moment of intimacy with and this chemistry with, because this person is down to earth, full of passion, the chemistry is going to be there. This person may view you as like, well, what I'm saying? They're going to look at it like, well, they're going to look at it as if, as if an angel kind of brought you two back together, because you've been apart for so long, for so many years. And now all of a sudden here, out of nowhere, you two come up and you click up, and, and then you be intimate, and it's going to be one of those moments where it's going to be amazing, where it's going to be hard to kind of walk away. And, other person might look at it like, we done took it there now, so now what? And it's going to be one of those situations where you're going to have to like be honest and be like, well, it's gonna be a conversation where somebody is married, and somebody's gonna be like, well, I'm married, what I'm saying, and I have a family, and the other person's gonna be like, yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying what we share right here is a beautiful thing, and I just don't really want to let go and lose it. You know what I'm saying? Or you may be with somebody who's married, but they're not happy at home with their guy, and they're gonna view you like, I feel as though since we took it there, it's going to be some conversation where, the other person may say something like, where your mind's now, you understand? So we're going to have to figure this out and kind of see where it goes, because I didn't travel this far just for it to be like a 1 day thing. You know what I'm saying? So the other person's going to view you as, and the person already do. They probably view you as being special and having a heart. And then once you come together, is just going to click. So you're going to have to keep that in mind. And, because like with this card right here, this person, Virgo, you see that they grab and hold to you. You have their heart. You understand? And like I said before, you have a past person who is like, going through a lot. They carrying the burden, person from the past. And so the person from the past, they're missing you. And in their mind, they're picturing you as being with someone else. And they're kind of telling themselves like, damn, they missed the opportunity. And the thought of you being with somebody else is kind of hurting them and affecting them. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have to also keep in mind that the new person, like I said, they might not be happy with what they got, or somebody, before they got with you, they was already seeing somebody else. But now that you in the picture, it's like, all they got is eyes for you now. You understand what I'm saying? And so this new person is like wanting to take a leap of faith with the Fool card. And you have to be mindful and be careful, and don't, what I'm saying, don't feed into this situation. Don't give this situation all your power, because I see some of you where, this person might come in and try to woo you. You know what I'm saying? Might try to woo you with the sex and the attraction, and next thing you know, you hung over this person. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't forget all about who you are and your strength. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the test comes in. So you're going to have to be careful when it comes to that. Don't let somebody new come in, into play and just woo you, because the connection and the chemistry between you and this person is going to be there. It's already there for you and a new person, Virgo. And so, you're definitely going to have to keep that in mind and definitely be intuitive to this situation. Okay, because like I said, stay minded, because before you came into play, this person was already seeing somebody else on the side. You understand? So be aware of that, because before you came into play, they was already messing around with somebody else on the side. But I have a feeling that like once you and this person finally come together and you have this moment of intimacy, the chemistry is gonna like be crazy, and so that's why that strength card is there, because like once you and this new person come together, then what's done in the dark may end up coming to the light, where the person who you're going to end up sharing your intimacy with, they're going to have to end up letting go of the other side person, and then conflict might come intervene, because the other side person who they were seeing before you is not going to want to let them go. You understand what I'm saying? So the other person who they were seeing on the side before you is not going to want to let them go, and the other person is going to put up a fight. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to walk away just like that. You understand? So the other person on the side is going to kind of stand their ground, and so it's going to be one of them things where even though you just shared this, moment of passion with this person, this moment of intimacy with this person, it's going to be like when this person comes to you, you're going to have to be careful, especially if you are dealing with a past person, because if you're dealing with a past person, this person from the past is going to come back to you wounded, looking for you to heal them. Okay? Or for some of my Virgos, you may be wounded and looking for somebody to heal you. And you may be going out, and trying to reunite with somebody from the past. And you know what I'm saying? Or coming across somebody like that, So definitely keep that in mind, Virgo, because like I said, between you and the new person, yes, the new person, is kind of pitching themselves, and the new person is kind of saying to themselves, how can this work? Because right now they see you as being the distance at an arm's length. So even right now, the new person is like, they're not really trying to, they trying to play it by ear, because they don't really see you like, as far as like, letting your guard completely down at this time. And so, because the new person is aware that that they are married, or they have somebody. So therefore, because they know that you kind of got your guard up, they're kind of continuing on seeing this person who they've been seeing on the side right now. So they're not really like, putting all their cards on the deck when it comes to you. They're just kind of going with the flow and just playing it by ear and just kind of seeing what's going to happen one day at a time, so that when you two do meet up, then that's going to be on another level where then they're going to feel like, okay, then that's when they're going to open their mind and be like, well, let me see where this thing is going to go. So right now, the new person is kind of playing it by ear, one day at a time, trying to see where things are going to go and trying to see like if you two are going to really meet up and actually come together. You understand what I'm saying? So that conversation will end up coming into play, because right now you probably just started talking to this new person. And so right now, the plan later, plan B, is going to be, the meetup. You know what I'm saying? Well, how soon can we meet up? Or how long is it going to take for us to meet up? And, and in the meantime, until the meetup, they're going to continue doing them and seeing the person who they've been seeing. But then once the meetup takes place and you two come together and y'all had this explosive reunion of chemistry and sex and lovemaking, it's going to cause like a change of heart where this person's going to be like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, well, they got you now. Then they got this other person who they've been seeing. And it's going to be one of them things where it's going to be like, they're not going to want you to just walk away from them, because Virgo, you done learned so much now where you're not trying to put yourself in the middle of nobody else's BS. You know what I'm saying? So you're not trying to get caught up in no conflict or no drama. And you definitely don't want to get caught up in no more three-party situations. So right now, Virgo, you are more spiritually grounded than this individual. You understand what I'm saying? And this individual is also going to be aware of that, because they're going to see the change in you. You understand? And it's going to be that spiritual growth and that spiritual change that attracts this new person to you even more so. And so it's going to make it even harder for them to let go of you, knowing that they already have somebody on the side, knowing that they're going to have to, figure out, well, what to do next when it comes to this person who they've been seeing already on the side before you. Because once you and this person come together and meet up, this new person is going to try to figure out a way how they can make things work with you. You know what I'm saying? Without having to necessarily go back and warn other people. But then this new person, once y'all come together, they're not even going to give a fuck. They're probably going to end up cutting that situation loose who they were seeing before you. And so that's when it's going, conflict is going to come up, because the other side person is not going to have it. They're going to be like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you been together so and so. I don't give a fuck about no other person. So then that's when the other side person is going to start spying on this person, trying to get in their business, trying to follow them, trying to see what they're doing. So Virgo, definitely keep that in mind, okay? And so I just wanted to bring you this reading, Virgo. So this is some things that you're going to have to look forward to come mid-April, because I do see like within the next 2-3 weeks, you and this new person is definitely going to have this meetup. And like I said, within the next 3 weeks, you and this person is going to like hit it off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, within the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be this interview, this meetup, this hookup. That's when it's going to take place. Okay, Virgo. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. You know how I do. As always, this is your girl, Virgo, Goddess, Spiritual Medium. And to my Virgos, shout out, one love. I love you guys. If it resonates, hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to invite other people. I'm out.